Hey guys, Will Mason here at the Mason Music Recording Studio to do a little demo for y'all today of this very cool guitar. We just got this in. It is a brand new guitar from Reverend. It is the Billy Corgan signature model guitar. And I have to make a confession that I'm a huge Smashing Pumpkins fan. I went and saw them here in Birmingham a number of years back at kind of a secret show that they did, and it was one of the best concerts I've ever been to. But the cool thing about this guitar that I've learned is that even if you're not a Billy Corgan fan, even if you don't love the Smashing Pumpkins, which you should love the Smashing Pumpkins, but even if you don't, this is a great guitar. You should definitely check it out, get your hands on it, play it, and hear what it sounds like, because the thing about it we'll talk about in a little while is the pickups are really cool. So they sound fantastic for really a lot of genres, not just Billy Corgan style. So we're going to talk a little bit about the specs of the guitar, and then we're going to play it a little bit later so that you can hear what it sounds like. First of all, when you look at it, there's a lot in just the aesthetic and the design of the guitar that's very unique. The way the body is shaped, they've routed out, or they've actually slimmed down the sides or the wings to make them a little bit more slender, which lowers the weight of the guitar. It's a very light guitar, very comfortable to play, but it also creates a little bit more freedom for this wood to resonate on the sides. The other thing you notice immediately is these pick guards, the aluminum pick guards, which look really rad. They also have a function. These front two are covering up some hollowed out parts where they've created this resonant cavity. Billy is really big on this cocked wah sound, so it's like you take a wah pedal and you dial it back to just the right spot where it's got that sort of throaty vibe to it. And because they've created these cavities in a certain place and a certain amount of wood that they've taken out of there, it's created a little bit of that sort of throaty vibe to the guitar itself, which is really cool. Billy's preference is a maple neck, which I love as well. I love all the Reverend necks. They're just like the satin finish. There's no gloss, they're just like a flat finish. And so very comfortable to play, very fast frets, or fretboard and everything. Just feels great. You've got the pin locking tuners, of course, and then you've got the signatures on the back of the guy at Reverend who sets up all of their guitars, and then the Billy Corgan signature stamped on right there. It's a bolt-on neck, and you've got a string-through saddle and bridge so that it's really easy to change your strings. It's a stop tail piece and a graphite nut, so it's a really punchy guitar. You've got a three-way selector switch, and you've got volume knob, tone knob, and then of course, as all Reverends have, the bass contour knob, which is a passive bass roll-off, which is a really great feature to have. It's kind of a no-brainer. Every guitar should have that. Reverend's the only ones who do. Very innovative company. So the heart and the soul of this guitar, and what makes it so cool to me, beyond just the looks and the feel of it, is the sound of the pickups. So Billy Corgan and Joe Naylor at Reverend, who does all of the pickup designs and the windings and that kind of thing, worked together really closely to come up with some pickups that sounded like what Billy's always wanted his guitars to sound like. He's played a lot of different guitars over the years, a lot of SGs and a lot of strats, and he felt like he was always having to make a compromise somewhere on his sound. He's really big on this low end, like Sabbath, dark thing happening on the low strings, but he also wants to have some clarity in the high strings. And so they worked really hard on coming up with a solution. And so that's what they came up with. It's called the Railhammer Hum Cutter. And it's kind of a combination of some different kinds of pickups that Reverend's been making. And the outcome is an incredibly sounding pickup that is very versatile, covers a really wide range of sounds, and it also, the really innovative thing about it is it sounds like a P90 and with a little bit of strat thrown in there, but there's no hum at all. The way that Joe has wired them is that it's a single coil pickup with no hum, or a humbucker that sounds like a single coil, however you want to think about it. So it's really great. You don't have to reach down and turn your volume down in between every song because your P90s are buzzing like crazy. So it's really awesome in that regard. Alright, so I'm going to shut up and play it for a minute. We're going to start on the neck pickup, and I'm playing through an orange Dual Terror today. It's a great amp, and I've got two different channels on there, so I'm going to be playing through some clean sounds, and then in a minute I'll switch over to some more high gain stuff so you can see how the guitar performs in these different genres. And of course I'm going to be playing some Smashing Pumpkins stuff to demo the Smashing Pumpkins guitar player's guitar. just a really great, clean sound. It's really punchy, and it does have that sort of P90 sound on the low end. I'll play a little bit of something else just so you can hear that. So it definitely has that single coil sound going on. All right, so we're going to switch to the middle selection here. So it's going to be both pickups together. So you can start to hear the blend of the two pickups, and then we're going to go all the way back to the bridge pickup. You start to hear that sort of a little bit of that twangy sound coming out, but it's a really useful and usable sound. It's not like sometimes, I play a strat and a telly, and occasionally that bridge pickup is just too far for me that I can't, find a use for it unless I pull the tone back. But this is a really great sound on a bridge pickup. This is a really cool guitar. All right, so we're going to switch over to a little bit higher gain and play some more stuff for you. We'll start back on the neck pickup. So you can definitely hear that sort of P90 gritty, trashy sound coming out. It's really great. But even with the volume all the way up, there's no hum. It's crazy. All right, so I'm going to go to the middle pickup, or the middle selection point. So we're using both pickups now. Sounds fantastic, and it's got a ton of sustain. It feels good. I mean, you can feel the body. It's a really responsive feeling guitar. It's just really kind of an inspiring instrument to play. All right, we're going to go back to the bridge pickup. So it sounds great on lead stuff too. Really just an all-around awesome instrument, very innovative, and I think you're going to be seeing a lot more cool stuff coming from Reverend really soon. So you definitely have to come check it out, and the only place to do that in Birmingham, Alabama is, of course, Mason Music. We have locations in Mountain Brook Village, Cahaba Heights, and over in Bluff Park now. You got to come check it out in person, get your hands on it, play this thing, and hear what it sounds like in person. Of course, check us out online at masonmusicrocks.com. All of our social media is at masonmusicrocks, and we hope you have a great day. Rock on.